Hey, it's Rabbi Lewis wishing you an early Shabbat shalom from the beautiful B&A Nashville Airport. And I'm going to share with you a couple things. I'm on my way to Kansas City to go to the bar mitzvah of the son of one of my best friends from many, many years. We literally started Hebrew school and Sunday school together about age 5 and have been friends more or less ever since. And it occurred to me that her bat mitzvah was on the exact same day as my bar mitzvah, which means that neither one of us went to each other's b'nai mitzvah. And so I feel like I owed it to her to go to her son's bar mitzvah this weekend. So how many years in the making? 37 years in the making of me attending a bar mitzvah or a bat mitzvah in this family. So I was also sharing that I was in a comedy show the other day, and the people in the show were making fun of prayer. I have no problem with that, by the way, because it's not uncommon for people to be disillusioned or upset by what they're told that prayer promises, and then to have that fall short. Putting false expectations onto a statement of the heart, expecting miracles, defiance of basic nature of the world. Sure, that can be something that we hope for, but it really should not and is not the primary aim of prayer in general, because let me tell you a little bit. So they said, anybody in the crowd here pray? And I raised my hand, and somebody goes, oh sure, the rabbi prays, right? And then they asked again, and basically they were disparaging the concept. And like I said, I got no problem with that. I can handle it. I have similar opinions to them at the end of the day. But here's the thing, and it'll tie into our Torah portion this week, is that when we really boil it down, prayer, at least within the Jewish tradition, for the most part, are blessings, gratitude. We say blessings of gratitude up to 100 times a day in theory, or more. To show our gratefulness for all the good things that we have. That's the essence of prayer at the beginnings of it. Other types of prayer are praying for things that may or may not be within our control. If we pray for healing, sometimes it's in the hands of the doctors, or sometimes it's just kind of hopefully within the body's ability to heal itself to some extent too, and then the doctor's ability to help facilitate that healing process. Is it always in our control? Yes and no. Are we taking the right medications? Are we following the orders that doctors give us? Are we making sure that our loved ones are doing the right things to get onto the healing path, right? And I think that's where the Torah portion comes in today. PARASHAT VAETCHANAN, that includes Shema and V'ahavta, talks about loving God with all of our heart, our mind, and all of our being, and saying that to love God is to actually do things, not to sit back and wait. And in theory, maybe we'll be met halfway, but it's not about a passive, gosh, I hope this happens, like in a chorus line, I hope I get it, but it's something that we're supposed to be taking part in. So I think that the key is when we pray, first, we're grateful for what we have. Secondly, for the things that we hope to get or hope to have fixed, we have to then be reminded through our prayer to question, have I done everything that's within my power to facilitate this or make this happen? And when we lie down and when we rise up, when we walk by the way, we write things on the doorpost of our house, maybe a post-it note to remind us of the stuff that we're supposed to do. I know it's a mezuzah, but let's just go with post-it notes for now. Right. Have we done all the things that can make it possible? And then we acknowledge that some things are out of our hands. But when you get to that point in prayer, we also have to accept the potential outcome that maybe it's just not meant to be. And it's not about who God chooses, prefers one over the other. It's just the recognition that sometimes our prayers are not going to be answered, but it doesn't mean we shouldn't give them. It doesn't mean that we shouldn't be grateful for the goodness we do have, to be sad and frustrated about the things that we don't get or when things really don't go our way, but to constantly be aware that Judaism is about action, first and foremost. And then the prayer is a reminder to take those actions, and then also a statement of wish for the world that we want to see, for the things that we hope will become. And if we remind ourselves that at the end of the day, some of that is about hope, not about promise, then I think we can have more reasonable expectations and not be so disparaging of the concept, because it's comforting. Prayer brings comfort. Prayer brings wisdom at times because we learn through it. Prayer brings community when we do it together, a feeling of support for one another. And prayer also brings hope. So anyhow, as you continue to study Parashat VaEtchanan, and anytime we recite the V'ahavta, let that be the direction that we think of. Shabbat shalom. I look forward to seeing you when I get back and telling you all about this wonderful bar mitzvah.